Here's something that comes up frequently where sellers want guarantees during their earnout period. Earnout being there's cash or some type of consideration, cash, stock, whatever it might be upfront. And then the earnout is typically incentive based or schedule based, and it's based upon the company continuing to hit certain performance metrics. Most common is to base it off a percentage of your gross margin or your company dollar. But what we're seeing, especially recently, is that the sellers want guarantees for the argument of if somebody else comes in and they mess up what I've created, that's not my fault if I'm the seller. So what do you say to that for a seller who just wants guarantees and you're a buyer? How do you get around that?
If you're the seller, first of all, I completely understand why you would make that request. I had a software company, I sold it to a bigger company, and it was a 2-year earnout, but they insulated me inside their company, and I got to still run my company. So it wasn't like somebody else was stepping in and running the company. So it seemed reasonable that I would get paid based on my results. When you sell a real estate brokerage, that's not always the case. Sometimes the seller owner steps away or takes a reduced role, and the new company comes in, and now the seller is saying, gee, you're in charge. What if you mess it up? I want guaranteed payments.
Right.
But if you're the buyer, that's challenging because you don't know how the agents are going to react. You don't know what the market's going to do, and you don't want to assume all of the risk for these ongoing payments. There's probably some happy medium where, as we discussed earlier, you can have floors and ceilings. You can base the payments on things that are more stable metrics, like sales volume or company dollar. EBITDA can go up or down. I understand that. That's a more challenging metric to base guaranteed payments on. It's a dance, ultimately.